Today, we're heading to a land of absolutely staggering peaks and deep, profound spirituality, Nepal. But, this isn't going to be your typical travel brochure. We're going to dive into its incredible comeback on the world stage, the really delicate balance it has to strike, and how every single visitor, yeah, you, can be part of its sustainable future.
I mean, that one sentence just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the insane diversity that's packed into this one nation. And it's this unique mix of pure adventure, ancient culture, and raw nature that's really at the heart of our story today.
So, why are we talking about Nepal right now specifically? Well, because after things went quiet for a bit, the country is coming back in a huge way. We're looking at a really pivotal moment in its entire tourism history.
Get this, in 2024, international arrivals bounced back to nearly 100% of what they were before the pandemic. Now, that's not just a number on a page, it's a signal. The trails are buzzing again, the tea houses are full, Nepal is open for business and ready to welcome the world. And believe me, this isn't just happening by chance. The government and the private sector are putting some serious muscle behind this comeback with the Visit Nepal Year 2025 initiative. The goal here isn't just to get back to normal, but to hit the accelerator on growth and really show off the full, amazing spectrum of what Nepal has to offer. So what is it that pulls people from all corners of the globe to this Himalayan nation? Well, it really boils down to four distinct but totally interconnected core experiences that kind of define any journey here.
You've got the legendary peaks and adventure, of course. Then you can go deep into the culture and pilgrimage side of things. After that, you can head down to the lowlands for some surprising wildlife. And finally, you connect with its people through these amazing community experiences. Each one gives you a completely different way to see Nepal.
Okay, first up, the big ones, the giants. Nepal is, of course, synonymous with the highest peaks on Earth. It's the ultimate playground for trekking and mountaineering. But here's the thing, something really important is changing. To handle the popularity and seriously boost safety, the country is looking at stricter permit rules for 2025. That signals a huge shift towards a more sustainable way of doing mountain tourism.
But beyond the peaks, Nepal's cultural soul is just profound. The Kathmandu Valley alone is an absolute treasure trove of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. And this isn't some dusty, behind-glass museum culture. It's a living, breathing heritage that you can see and feel in ancient city squares and during these incredibly vibrant festivals. For millions, it's also a spiritual journey to Lumbini, the birthplace of the Buddha.
Now let's shift our gaze down from the snow-capped peaks to the lush green lowlands. A lot of people are actually surprised to hear that Nepal is a major biodiversity hotspot. You can go on a safari in Chitwan National Park and spot one-horned rhinos and maybe even a Bengal tiger. This incredible contrast from the world's highest mountains to these wild, teeming jungles is part of what makes Nepal just so unique. And finally, we have what might be the most important piece for the future, the rise of community-based tourism. Choosing a village homestay is about so much more than just an authentic experience. It's a model that directly puts money into local economies, often empowering indigenous women, and it creates real, genuine human connection, all while having a much, much smaller environmental footprint. But with all this incredible growth comes a critical challenge. The very thing that fuels the economy, its popularity, also puts immense pressure on the environment and on the local communities. It's a really delicate balancing act. And here it is, the central tension of Nepal's tourism boom. On one side, you have these undeniable wins, economic growth, empowered communities, but on the other side, you've got some serious pressures, waste management issues, overcrowding in peak seasons, and the very real risk that the money and benefits aren't being shared fairly.
Let's get specific. Take the Everest region. It's kind of a victim of its own success, right? It's facing huge logistical challenges just trying to manage the waste and the sheer number of trekkers during the high seasons. This is the reality that comes with being one of the most iconic destinations on the entire planet.
But here's the good news, Nepal isn't just standing by and watching this happen. There's a really clear, positive shift towards tackling these issues head-on. Those permit changes we talked about, that's one part of the solution. Another is a growing push to promote low-impact travel, where visitors are encouraged to pack out everything they pack in and to support certified local businesses. So, all of this brings the focus right back to us, the traveler. Because the choices we make, they have a direct impact on Nepal's future. Visiting responsibly is how we make sure that tourism continues to be a force for good. Look, a responsible trip really just comes down to being thoughtful and prepared in 4 key areas: timing your visit right, getting all the necessary paperwork, showing respect for the local culture, and above all else, making sure you've got your safety covered.
All right, here's a quick checklist for you. The best weather is generally in the autumn, from September to November, and in the spring from March to May. Always double-check what permits you'll need for national parks or conservation areas. Culturally, simple things go a long way. Take your shoes off before entering a home or a temple, and always ask before you take someone's photo. And this one is critical. Understand the risks of altitude sickness and make sure your travel insurance explicitly covers high-altitude trekking and emergency evacuation. Seriously.
And so, at the end of the day, we're left with this thought. A journey to a place like Nepal is never a one-way street. It changes you, for sure, but by traveling thoughtfully, we actually have the power to make sure our journey also transforms the destination for the better. So bring your curiosity, show respect, and support the local communities. Nepal is waiting.